Every year I go to this film festival in my hometown and I try to watch as many movies as I can. This year I saw 5 movies and I'm gonna rank them all. Hello everyone, I'm Jay Mayer and welcome to a new ranking video. This time I'm gonna do a different kind of ranking video. Normally I would rank a filmography of a director, or I would rank all of the movies of a certain franchise, but this time it's neither a director or a franchise I'm gonna talk about. This time I'm gonna talk about all the movies I saw on a film festival. Because every year there is this film festival in my hometown, in Gent, the Film Fest Gent, and every year I try to watch as many movies as I can. Normally I try to watch 8 movies. This year I did manage to do 5, because 3 other movies I really wanted to see were quickly sold out. That's the opening film Holy, a Belgian movie. Also I wanted to see Poor Things, that's the new Yorgos Lanthimos. Was also very quickly sold out, but that was not really a big deal because I'm not that big on Yorgos Lanthimos. I think he makes really weird movies that are absolutely not for me. But what I was pity about was the movie Dream Scenario, a Nicolas Cage movie on a film festival. I always try to watch those kind of movies with Nick Cage, but fortunately also sold out. But I did manage to see 5 movies, 5 different movies, and I'm gonna rank them from my least favorite to the movie that I absolutely like. So let's get to it. At number 5 we have Ferrari. And Ferrari was a movie I was really intrigued about. The main reason for that was that the movie is directed by legendary filmmaker Michael Mann, the director of, for example, Heat and The Last of the Mohicans. Good movie director, and for many years he did not direct a movie until Ferrari, so that intrigued me. But unfortunately, and seeing it comes at the bottom place, it didn't do much for me. I was kinda disappointed by it. It couldn't interest me, couldn't care for it, and the only impressive thing about this movie was actually the makeup of Adam Driver. I think the makeup was fantastic. They really turned Adam Driver into Ferrari. But story-wise couldn't appeal to me. It's a kind of biopic on Ferrari in this rather difficult time of his life. Just for the business as in his private life, but it wasn't just interesting. There are some racing scenes in this movie, but they didn't do much for me either. It's just not really. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed by it. Maybe I thought it was going to be like Ford v Ferrari from 2019. That was a good movie, but it couldn't top that film. And that film was, in my opinion, the best of 2019. At number 4, we have Riddle of Fire. And this is a typical festival film, in my opinion. It is a film that is special in story-wise and in the way of making, and stays under the radar for many people and usually picks up by festivals to discover there. And I discovered it on a festival and was actually glad to discover this little film. And the director who was present says it was like a neo fairy tale because it has a lot of elements of a fairy tale but set in a modern time. It was a very fascinating concept to do for a film, and actually a beautiful movie about friendship of these 10-year-olds and going on a quest themselves for a speckled egg. Yes, just a story about kids who wants to play video games but they don't have the password, and their sick mother only wants to give the password if they bake her a blueberry pie. And for that they need a speckled egg. So they go on a journey to find a speckled egg. Very fascinating movie was, and a scene about baking a blueberry pie was never so beautiful as in this movie. a surprise of this festival. But the biggest surprise this year on Film Fest Gent comes at number 3, and that is Late Night with the Devil. People who know me, they know that I'm not the biggest fan of demonic possession movies or exorcism movies. And the festival always takes place in October, so some weeks ago. It was in the time that the new Exorcist movie came out, Exorcist Believer. I was not really looking forward to that movie, and when it came out, the reactions were not really that positive, so I had no interest in watching that movie anymore. Instead, I chose watching this kind of exorcism movie, because this premise is actually very interesting. It's about a late night show set in the 70s, and one of the guests is a girl that is possessed by a demon. That's a cool premise, and they actually made a very fascinating movie. Really liked the whole setting of this late night show in the 70s, and the demon possession scenes, they were actually very effective. And I like this movie, even though it's absolutely not my genre, it was a good movie. And number 2, we have The Holdovers. This is actually a Christmas movie, which was really rare to see at the time of the festival, because the festival is in October, was very close to Halloween, so I was really into a Halloween vibe. And then I saw a Christmas movie, so didn't really match that well. But besides that, I really enjoyed this movie. It's about a boarding school, and during the holidays, most of the kids go back to their family to celebrate the holidays. There are always some unfortunate kids that has to stay behind at school. They are called the holdovers. And there was one teacher that has to babysit on them during this vacation, holiday break. And this year the teacher is the very hated history teacher. No one likes this teacher, and actually the teacher doesn't really like the students either. And then you really know what's going to happen. An unlikely friendship is going to form between this hateful teacher and an annoying kid. They couldn't stand each other, and yeah, they come closer during the Christmas spirit. And it's a very beautiful movie. It's not really the movie that I'm gonna watch every Christmas, but sometimes I'm gonna watch it because it really has a beautiful story. It's a movie with a heart, and that's what I like about it. And Paul Giamatti was fantastic as this teacher. But my favorite movie that I saw this year at the festival, and a very enjoyable movie in my opinion, and that's Dumb Money. Yes, Dumb Money from Greg Gillespie. I love this movie. I enjoyed watching this movie. I really had a great time watching it. Yeah, I'm very positive about this movie. It's about a YouTuber that discovers a good stock, in his opinion, and from a game store that, yeah, it's not really doing well at that moment. And he inspired other normal people to buy stock in this game store, and they actually trying to challenge Wall Street by doing this. And that's just a fascinating story. And what really works is that the movie focuses on different characters. We have Paul Dano's character, the YouTuber. We also have the employee of a game store. Then we have these two students at college who are getting rich because of this stock. And then we have people of Wall Street who are reacting on this phenomenon. So it's a very fascinating movie. Greg Gillespie really made a really touching movie, a very enjoyable movie. I really had my fun with this movie, so this is easily, in my opinion, the best movie I saw during this festival. So guys, this was my ranking of all the 5 movies I saw during the Film Festival Gent of 2023. Always be free to share thoughts on movies that you have seen, any of these 5. Would love to know your thoughts on these movies. And if you want to see more rankings of me in the future, always be free to subscribe to my channel. And till the next time.